afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Mozgov with the block. Kobe against Richardson. Now Kobe. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Bulls' schedule, Kevin, this is how they stack up. Second in fast break point. Third in steal. And they also show up top 5 in block shots.
And you mentioned their ability to score in transition. This is a team that loves to get out and run. And one of the things I like, they move the ball up court with the pass as much or more than anybody in the league.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
The Bulls leading by 7. Gasol a screen. The feed now to Mirotic. A three-pointer is right on target. Mirotic has got 6 points.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Here's Cannon after the basket by Timofey Mozgov. Pass to Richardson. Feeds it to Cannon. Here's Freak. And it's off the back rim, no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Clarkson kicks to Smith. And here's Clarkson. He has 6. 5 to shoot. 18 feet out. Nice jump shot. Good. Clarkson's got 8 points.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And, Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took them as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
The pass to Mozgov. The kick out to Williams. Picked by Mozgov. Williams dishes to Mozgov. Back to Williams. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Here's Williams. And no good trying to get that one. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Bulls lead by 8. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. And here is Los Angeles now. 8-point game. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. So the Bulls 5 right now. Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. Portis is out there with Doug McDermott. And it's Freak in at the 3 spot. Shot clock at 5. Williams with a clean look. And the 3 ball is good. Williams has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Lakers. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Kings.
Move the ball.
Rose up on top. He's covered by Clarkson. Rose can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Clarkson with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And that one's good.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Clarkson kicks to Williams. To the middle, here's Randle. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 8 points for Julius Randle.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
Rose passes to Freak. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And what a game for Freak. He's got 13 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
And he can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hibbert's checked in.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defenders. And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Williams, a screen on Rose. Clarkson dishes to Williams. He kicks it to Randle. Again, Los Angeles.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here is Rose. Following the basket by Julius Randle. McDermott kicks to Freak. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Free throw good. Freak. The Bulls making a switch here. Gasol's checked in.
I hit the rim?
So he gets them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here, Hibbert with a screen on Butler. Williams against Butler. And Williams, here we go. There's the bucket, good.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Passes it to Butler. Gasol setting the pick for Butler. And Gasol now top of the key. He had a nice open look right there. Lakers trail by 5. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The shot by Clarkson, no good. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. And it's Rose penetrating again, Chicago.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in the washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Now, here's Clarkson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy, and what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Ryan's checked in. .157 left in the 4th quarter. There's Freak. And Hibbert with the block. Clarkson with the ball. Hibbert at the elbow. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Freak. In transition, here come the Bulls. And it's Butler missing.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Clarkson kicks to Bryant. And it's blocked. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. And that one's good by Butler.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Lakers coach as he addressed his team. The message, stick with it. He said the game is right there, fellas, right there for the taking. But we've got to play with purpose and precision. Kevin, can they get it done?
Now here's Bryant. To the paint, here's Hibbert. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up missing both free throws. The Bulls leading by 7. To the paint, here's Portis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Portis has got 4 this quarter.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
.104 left in the fourth quarter. Kobe, the pass to Clarkson. That's good. It's Bryant with the assist.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Butler kicks to Rose. He dishes it to Freak. Shoots from 12. Again, Chicago.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
Now, here's Clarkson. There's 37 seconds left in the game. And it's Bryant missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Butler in the corner. The teardrop falls in. And now it's an 11-point Chicago lead.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, first off, congratulations on this win, Pau, and tell us how you feel about the team's progress so far this year.
Well, we've done a lot better. We've done a lot better recently, and we want to continue. We don't want to get complacent.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
You know what, Ernie? I must admit it. I didn't see this kind of performance coming from him tonight. He's been coming off a stretch of game where he just looked lost out there. To see him turn around this quickly, it's a nice surprise. Play after play, he was getting after it, making plays, and making it look easy.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.